Hi everyone, welcome to Out and About with Tom and Sherry. So our video today is a road trip we took down Highway 395, and we'll be videoing from Gardnerville, Nevada, through to Mojave, California. We were on our way down to Los Angeles for a week's vacation and thought we would video the scenic route along Highway 395 and then the latter part of Highway 14, which gets into Mojave, California. So it's great scenery along the way of the Sierra Nevada mountains, some small towns along the way, and a few interesting little sites. So we thought we'd take you along. So we hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you at the end.
I like this view up along here over those big high meadows.
We got a way to go. is super full.
Normally the edge of the water is about where that last bit of outcrop of that hill is on the left side of the lake. But the lake now continues on around, and there's even a separate section of the lake that goes out behind that hill. Look, there's an island over there too.
Yeah.
I don't think that island is normally there. I think it's kind of a hill out next to the lake.
Topaz Lodge Casino.
All right, well, we're heading into the Walker River Canyon. It's just it's a real beautiful canyon, I think. Pretty rugged canyon, runs along obviously the Walker River. So I guess the Walker River runs along the canyon. Back in the late 90s, there was a flood, and it was a typical flood for Nevada, this area of Nevada, where it was a rain on snow event. And this canyon's in California, but it was still the same rain on snow event. And the water was well above the highway. The highway was closed for some period of time afterwards. I was kind of looking up on the hillsides to see evidence of how high the water got, and I really don't see anything. But areas were cut off from access for a while. They were starting to talk about the National Guard bringing in food to people, and I don't think that ever happened. But it was a pretty big flood. It's a popular river for fishermen, and then obviously the river flows down to Walker Lake.
There's some bank
back behind us.
cut off there.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if the flood did that, or that looks, I don't know. I don't know if the flood did that or not. Up there on the left. That's where we stopped last time, because you had your rest, huh?
Yeah.
In our camper. You didn't go in the bushes. Plugging your phone?
Aren't you running it off your phone? Huh?
Charging up your phone.
Oh, I know, but aren't you running? Oh, I thought you were running.
outcropping on the left up there on this side of the mountain. I'm seeing a little snow up here on the far mountains. Yeah, I'm sure that bank on the left was cut in by that flood. That doesn't mean the flood water got that high, though. That just means the flood water undermined the bank and the bank collapsed.
Yeah. Slow down in 3 miles. We'll arrive in Bishop at 12:08. Probably 12:10 because you're kind of a slow driver. Yeah, that's a cell phone tower up there, huh? Yeah, we got 5 bars. 5 bars. Cost us 5 minutes. 5 minutes slow down up here. Probably more than that.
Google said 5 minutes.
So the Sonora Junction area here, we're going to get stopped here. They're doing road construction, got one lane. We'll see if we get some good shots while we're sitting here. I guess this would be the starting point to the High Sierra. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, over there, that's definitely the High Sierra. Yeah.
So we're moving again from our stop.
Oh, what kind of equipment does this guy have on the front there? That's that soil drill. Putting in soil meals. I'm on camera. I better wait. Better just not. Better go to extra
Friendly
mile.
Caltrans.
Better go to extra mile here. That wasn't Caltrans. That was
Oh, not Caltrans. And well, yeah, in California.
he works for the contractor.
Oh.
Or probably the traffic control site.
So all through this canyon here, we're going to be moving slow, but all through this canyon is really nice. Very green.
I really like the contrast between like these rolling hills and then farther in the background, kind of the real rugged Sierras.
Up. Looks like we're going to lose power. Going to have to stop. Here's the gas station at $6.79 a gallon. And then here's the town Bridgeport. Cute little buildings. Museum.
General store,
Little
market, and deli.
shops.
I'm gonna run in there and get a little thing of cooking.
Here in the town of Bridgeport. Courthouse. Old courthouse. Cannon.
Cool.
What does it say? Historical monument and sites in and about Mono County. What is he? Kind of like a leprechaun? Prospector?
Man, that's a beautiful courthouse, though.
Yeah. We stopped here because there is a this guy has his fishing pole rack on his truck. Pretty neat. Here to the general store, but they're closed today, doing some remodeling. So we're gonna go in the fisherman's store.
Man, look at those real like rugged mountains.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Over in that area is called the Virginia Lakes area of the Sierra, I suppose. There's, I think they said 12 different, 9 or 12 different high elevation lakes up there. One has a campground, Turnbull Lake has a campground, so we're gonna check into that and see what that, no hookups or anything there. So you're gonna be roughing it, but in a camper. But it's that campground is at an elevation of 9,600 feet. The
this place off to the right.
Virginia Lakes, 6 miles. Now we're coming up at the top here. This is called Conway Summit, and we're going to be driving slow. see off the vista. And I'm going to try not to look at the edge. When we come around this curve is Mono Lake. Constructions coming up here towards the bottom of this hill, or this summit, I should say. There, coming up, is Mono Lake.
Well, there's several islands out there now. Big old, like, tufa formations. This is the grade going out down into Bishop. Mountains over there, there's just a little bit of snow left on the mountains, not very much. Seems like when I was a kid there was always snow on these mountains. So these rugged Sierras are beautiful. The trees are in the way right now, but you can kind of see those rugged mountains through the trees intermittently. And down here into Bishop.
I've got a gear down when I'm going down this.
Okay. Get an idea of how far down we have to go. Got a vista point coming up here, so I'll be able to see over the edge from that. Gear you in? 4. That gear down to 3. This is neat. Up there's that big giant wash that comes down from the mountains. And then if you look over here, you can see that big water pipe. Los Angeles, it's back behind the hill now. That water pipe over there, that silver water pipe going up the hill. Los Angeles Department of Public Works came up and bought up a bunch of ranches and farms quietly, and then built the California Water Project and the California Aqueduct to bring water down into Southern California. There's 2 separate projects, one for agriculture and one for municipal water. So that was back in what, the 50s, Sherry? 50s and 60s? Yeah. And the ranchers and farmers up here are still mad about it. So it really negatively impacted ranching and farming in the Owens Valley. That's pretty there, just looking up that valley with that alluvium out in front. You can see it a lot better now. I kind of wonder if a glacier didn't come down and cut that.
You would think. I mean, what else would create that?
Yeah. It'd almost have to be an earthquake or a glacier. This is kind of a neat view of that same canyon. You can see where there was hills and then water's cut through. There's kind of the canyon kind of extends down into the alluvium. Probably from floods and stuff is what does that. Miles an hour maximum if you're towing. We're not towing. We can go as fast as we want. I always like these old dead trees for some reason. They just kind of tell a story.
Story's tree is struck by lightning?
Probably struck by lightning, yep. It's all off over there by itself. Look, there's a, oh, no more. There's a stone wall along there too. And then this side is, it's kind of amazing. I guess the road's cut part way up the hill, but this side on the flat area, it's all just green. Sort of lush, but you come up off that valley floor not very far, and it all just turns to sagebrush and dry. There's a neat old barn over there falling down. Oh, a bunch of cows. My dad used to honk at the cows when he drove by. Sure, he doesn't like to honk the horn.
They're all hiding out in the shade. It's 96 degrees right now here. So we're hiding in the shade. 9 miles to Bishop. Is it a marine training camp up here?
Oh, that's way back. That's
right hand side.
That's way back there.
No, there's one up here.
Is there another one?
Here. I just can't remember if it was marine. There's something right up here.
There's some more cows over in the shade, down by the irrigation ditch. Temperature's 98 F. It's definitely warm.
Hot. That's hot.
It's a lot cooler in the car because we have air conditioning.
So that over there is not a marine training base. It was a California Forestry Conservation Corps. So what is it? It's a training camp
It's
for the forestry.
not really a training camp. It's more of a work camp. It might be a minimum security prison type setup.
Oh. Bishop.
Coming into Bishop, California. Get the car, zoom in a little bit, get the car out of the view.
Yeah, that's what I do.
All right, now we're coming into Bishop proper.
Is it Bishop that has the mule days?
Yep.
Mule days.
There's a big old park coming up on the right. I always think about my mom when we come up to this park. We used to stop there and eat lunch in the park.
Our machines work.
That's pretty funny. Here's where we're going for lunch. Eric Schott's Bakery, home of the original sheep herder bread.
We've stopped at that smoked meats place before.
Yep.
Got beef jerky.
We could stop at a food truck.
No thanks.
Why not?
A little risky.
Wow, that is new.
County of Inyo offices. It's new.
There is some new development down here. But Fairgrounds has always been there. Vaughn's Market.
Vaughn's Market. Oh, that's where the Kmart used to be. Oh no, the Kmart building's still empty.
We need to stop at a cheap grocery and get a can of Pringles.
KFC, Denny's,
Mule Days, Memorial Day weekend. My mom would come down here and say, "Nice ass." Guns and ammo.
Shots Roadhouse. Aaron Shots. Not very busy. Thank
Shots
goodness.
Bakery,
Usually
home of the
covered
original
up.
sheep herder bread.
Covered up.
It's a very well-known place on Highway 395.
Look at that. We even get a normal parking spot. We always try and stop at Shots Bakery here in Bishop. Today, Tom got a pastrami sandwich and I got a BLTA. It was very good. It's always very good. So if you're coming through Bishop, be sure to stop and get a great sandwich. Better do some videoing. Got a theater. Theater there.
Get that a bookstore, an actual independent bookstore. That's neat.
It's hot here. Hot, hot. I was gonna say it's like living in Phoenix, but Phoenix is hotter. Huh.
Yep.
Maybe we're past it. I thought it was like on the end, this outskirts of. No, must have passed it.
Is that it with the giant red horse out in front?
No.
Horse on a stick? Oh, there's some sheep. here at 55.
Coming into the town of Big Pine now. This is off to the right, the Sierras. Oh, this is the park. Is this the park?
This is the park, yeah.
Or no.
Yeah.
Is it? That's not it. Did they take it all out? They took it all out.
They did, huh?
Is that it? There used to be a park over here to the side. No. Well, it sure does look like it.
Sure looks like it.
Why would they take out the... It had a bunch of big trees and everything. Maybe it's Long Pine. Maybe it's not Big Pine. Or Independence.
It sure looked like it. We'll see.
But remember, it was all covered with oak trees and everything?
Yep, and those trees didn't look big enough.
No, I don't think that was it.
Big Pine Unified School. In which town it was Independence that they had the Manson
Yeah,
trials?
Independence. I think Independence is next, where they have the trial of Charles Manson. I guess that was a change of venue out of Los Angeles. restaurant across the street, like that Cohen place.
Yep. Hamburger restaurant.
Yeah. And coming up here on the left is the courthouse for Inyo County, where the Charles Manson trial was for the La Bianca Tate murders in the 70s, huh? Late 70s? Mid 70s.
Mid-70s, I guess.
It's a small little town. You drive in, you drive out. And then the next town is Lone Pine. That comes up, and that's where you can really get a good view of Mount Whitney, although we can see it right up here too. We're going to change drivers. We stopped in Lone Pine, and this is Mount Whitney. This is the Mount Whitney restaurant. Man, the town. Can't really see too well. Going through Lone Pine, and we just took some photos of Mount Whitney, and now we're kind of in the middle of town. Right here on the right is the Western Film Museum.
Looks like it's in an old movie theater, doesn't it?
And it is there because as we come out of the town on the right-hand side are what are called the Alabama Hills, which is where I think there's like over 400 Western movies have been filmed in these hills. So I guess they thought it would be an appropriate location for a Western film museum. You see these hills, these real rocky hills. Western Film Museum, they have a website. They have some information on there about some of the famous westerns that have been filmed in the hills.
Oh, those are neat looking. golf club. Oh, look, and then there's that one big rock up there that's kind of, it almost looks like a different kind of rock sticking up there. It almost looks like there's a spring coming out the top with like the
with the greenery.
green coming down. Yeah, that's interesting.
And there's a campground or something down there. What's this? Diaz Lake Recreation Area.
And there's the lake.
That's a hot campground. It's 104 degrees here today at 2:15
p.m. All right, we're getting closer to Mojave. I don't know, we're 5-10 miles out of Mojave, and you can see there's a lot of alternative energy. We just passed a bunch of solar farms, and we didn't get those taped, but over here you can see the windmills. There's hundreds of them. So, and these windmills have been here for quite a long time. I don't know, they may have been some of the first windmills in the country, but they've been there for a real long time. At least some of them have. So they're kind of interesting. This big old monolithic rock over there. And here's a bunch of airplanes. They call it an airplane graveyard, and I'm not really sure that's the best case. But this is where airlines and aircraft owners take their planes to store them because it's so dry out here. They don't get a lot of corrosion. And sometimes there'll be a lot, sometimes there'll be a little. It seems like there's fewer than the last time we drove through here.
Well, and that's where they stored a lot of the planes during COVID.
Yeah, during COVID it was full. So
There's a lot of them out there, it seems to be.
yeah,
A lot of tails. That's a good shot right there.
set your heads in the way.
See the blue one? Is that a light blue? Is that a KLM or a
It's like there's not as many as other times I've driven by here, and you see more of them. So
Well, that's our video of our road trip down Highway 395. We hope you enjoyed the scenic Sierra Nevadas and the Owens Valley scenery. And we hope you will subscribe, like, and share Out and About with Tom and Sherry. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.